crazy. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me. You won't faze me. You ain't really.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see this team's veteran running back. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Tigers and the Texans next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here, and partner, let's examine this Tokyo ball club as they enter play.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for LT from last week. 19 carries, 95 yards.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
The numbers for him from a week ago: a boatload of carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. Don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Oh, the return is Reed.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 5.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete here. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The give to Whitaker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Carry here for Burgess. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
He finds his man complete. That's Rose. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. On the ground, Whitaker. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And a 7-yard return following a punt, a 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Here's Whitaker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Whitaker. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Whitaker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Jackson. That's complete, right around the 8. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Texans have regained the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. This is Burgess. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson being chased out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Tomlinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead.
And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tigers 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First in 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rose. They head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Tigers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona, and the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Pats trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Seahawks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Whitaker, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Whitaker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Whitaker, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
So his second field goal here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets him the lead, but you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run with Burgess. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 3rd down. It's Burgess. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, That'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now he's loose down the middle of the field and down to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They work now on 2nd and 9. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he returns this to the 22. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. On 1st down, Whitaker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. Powers through it. Runs through another. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 11-yard line.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 4.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rose. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them out to the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field. Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitaker. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Tokyo,
they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, everybody, we'll see you next time.